Hello class, I want to make a quick video on how to earn some extra credit off this roof auxiliary file. What you're going to want to do is this. On Blackboard, in module number 6 there, you're going to see a file titled Extra Credit Spreadsheet. So I'm going to click that, download it, and just save it. Okay, enable editing. Let's see. I'm going to file save as. I'm just going to save it into the folder that I created for the roof auxiliary. Okay, so roof estimate bid. There we go. Save. So now that that's been saved, okay, I can actually exit out of Excel. Go to my AutoCAD file. Go ahead and rename this tab and just call it roof. Okay, should say RD, and then right click on it again, move or copy. I want to create a copy. I want to move it to the end and create a copy. Okay, there's my copy, roof 2. Again, right click, rename, and we'll just call this a bid. We'll call it bid. So this is the second sheet here. Let's get rid of my model viewports off this layout sheet. Next, you're going to want to go from the Home tab to the Insert tab and look for OLE object. Okay, well, it's the typewritten command is insert obj. Insert, short for insert object. Okay, so I'm going to use OLE insert object. Look for Microsoft Excel macro enabled worksheet. Okay, it's let's see, 1, 2. Well, looks like it's 7th from the top. I hit OK. It's going to put a spreadsheet in here. See that? At this point, I'm going to find that file, the roof bid. There it is. And I'm going to copy all these cells from the spreadsheet I saved. So Control C or clipboard copy. You'll find clipboard copy. So that's been copied. See the dancing dash lines? And then exit out of there. It's going to save it in my clipboard. I did that wrong. Hold on. I did that wrong. I should have kept it in my clipboard. I told AutoCAD not to keep it in my clipboard. So, okay, let me do it again. Do something wrong, do it again. Okay, clipboard copy. Dancing lines. You know what? I'll just leave that open. And then paste it. Control V. Paste it in here. And that's okay. So let me kind of modify things here. Let me just kind of stretch it open and then hit X. Let's make sure it worked. Okay, so there is my spreadsheet. Let me select it and resize the border of it. And I want to use the move command and try to get it moved into position here. Let me stretch it again. It's really too big for this sheet. Let's get this stretched. And then to edit it, all you got to do to edit this, first of all, let's change this to sheet 2. Everything else over here should be okay. If you want to give it a sheet name, let's see, the sheet name would be estimation underscore bid. And put an estimation bid. Okay. And let me update the date. This is the day after, so I'm doing this the day after. Change that to the 25th. Good there. Okay. So now to edit this sheet, and we'll kind of go through this. Just all you got to do is double click inside here. Now we already knew. Whoops. Come on now. Get in there. I'm going to edit this cell. Okay, there it is. Okay, so the roof area. All I'm worried is about the quantity for the extra credit. You don't need to worry about all this. Okay, but just give me the quantity here. We had 34 roofing squares, which is 3,400 square feet. Okay, and then pitched area is the same as the squared area, and the reason being is that it's not a flat roof. So that one is 3,400 square feet. You could just take this one, watch, take this one and drag it down there. Okay, flat area, 0. Okay, facets. This hip roof, you had a front portion of the roof, rear portion of the roof, right portion of the roof, and left portion of the roof. So there's 4 facets on this hip roof. Predominant pitch, we already figured out it's a 6 colon 12. It's a 612. 612 all the way around. Eaves. This is where you got to go back into the model. So I'm going to click on the model. The eave is a bottom edge of it. And so what I do is this. The eave is slightly wider in the front elevation than the side elevation. Let me double click on this. It's going to tell me that it's about, let's say, 50 feet. Remember, you never want to round down on a material estimate. You always round up, otherwise you run out of material. Contractors like to call this waste. Clients don't like the term waste. It's a percentage of overage, okay? So we'll say that's 50 foot times 2, that's 100 foot. And then come over here, double click quickly on one of these edges. 42 foot, again, we're going to round that up to 50. So we're going to say that all the way around is 200 square foot of eave. And that's just it's a higher than what it is, but that's okay. 200 linear feet. Okay. Valleys, there are no valleys on a hip roof, so I'm just going to skip that. Hips, there are hips. Those are these jack rafters, okay? And what you would do is I would double click on this one. Let me see how long this jack rafter is. I'm going to say 32 feet. Let me see how, they're all the same. All 40s are the same. So 32 times 4, let me bust out my calculator. 32 times 4 is 128. We'll say 128 feet of hip. So we'll say 128 linear feet. Ridges, there is a ridge here too. So let me double click quickly on this ridge board. It's a little over 6 foot. In that situation, you probably put 8. Well, we're going to overestimate. We're going to go. We'll put on 8 feet overage. Sounds logical to me. Raked edges. Okay, there are no raked edges on a hip roof. There are on gable roofs. When a roof goes up and then slopes back down, that's called a gable. All right. When it goes straight up and then slopes back down, it's called a gable. And the edge of it, the cutoff edge of it, is called a rake. We don't have any rakes on a hip roof here, so I'm going to get back into my, wrong spreadsheet. Hold on, I could close out of that one, by the way. So there are no rakes here. Wall flashing, let me explain that. Wall flashing is where a roof intersects into a wall. Roof intersects and connects into a wall. We call it wall flashing. You got to protect where the roof hits the siding, basically. Step flashing, that's a little bit different. A good example of that is going to be a chimney. A chimney, if you're on a pitch roof, the chimney on one side of it is lower than the other, so the roof slopes up against the side of a chimney. That would be called step flashing. You would have to step the flashing up. Here again, we don't have either of these on this hip roof, so we didn't even worry about it. Transitions are where one slope pitch meets another slope pitch. So, for example, where a 412 pitch meets a 1012 pitch, for example. Parapet walls, that's mostly for a flat roof. Flat roofs, if you go up on a flat roof, a rubber roof, they're also called, they got that extra wall going along the perimeter of the roof, and that's so you don't fall off, but they call it a parapet wall. Unspecified, there's nothing. Hips and ridges, if you want to put that in, let's see, hips are 128, and then a ridge, and a lot of times these are, same lumber, the same lumber, or whatever it is. So 128 and 8, where's my calculator? Yeah, 128 plus 8 is 136. We can put that in. I didn't need a calculator to do that, but so we'll put that in 136. Oops, 136 feet. Okay, and then the last, eaves and rakes, and this is just the material, the drip edge material. You would use drip edge on an asphalt shingle. Metal, it's a little bit different. You would use a corner piece. Okay, so eaves and rakes combined. Let's see. There are no rakes, but there are eaves, and the eaves were 200 linear feet. So we'll put 200 linear feet. And then once I get done with that, go ahead and close it. Go back to your bid sheet. Let's zoom out and finish everything up. All I would have you to do, go back to the home tab, I guess. print this, go use that batch plot option. So go print, right, fly out, batch plot, which is underscore PBLISH publish. Batch plot, subtract the roof model, make sure it's going to publish as a PDF, make sure you're saving it into, let me double check where it's saving it. Yeah, see it's saving it in my isometric in section file. No, I don't want to go there, so I want to go to, let's see, right here, and, right here. I just save it in this folder, that should be good, hit OK, and then, we don't really need a plot stamp, but I guess I'll print that too, hit publish, select, I gotta overwrite it because I've done this once to make sure it works correctly. DSD file, which is drawing sheet description file. Okay, we're good there. It's printing in the background. Hit close and then just wait. When it gets done, it's going to bubble caption and tell me the print's complete. If it does get an error, you could use that plot log. You can look at the plot log there. Let's see what happens. Come on. It might be a little complex for it to print out, but oh, there it goes. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that, save this file, and replace it. And then go to that folder I had. Right there. Okay. Oh, really wrong folder. Hold on. Picked the wrong folder. Sorry. Okay. Okay, 163. And here's my roof auxiliary. So I should have two sheets there. That's the auxiliary. And there's the other sheet. So I'll give you 40 extra points if you can do